Welcome to GTEL Solutions, the most advanced and lowest cost automated calling platform available. Our entire company focuses on doing only one thing, and we are the best at it. We're the only recorded message delivery service that provides you with all of the following included as part of our service. We provide you with over 220 million numbers across the United States to call, complete with name and address information. We only charge you when someone actually responds to your message. We record all your phone calls, and you can listen to these calls 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, using a computer with web access. We'll automatically stop all the outgoing calls when your agents are on the phone. This allows you to send out more phone calls without having to worry about overwhelming your office with too many calls. We'll even automatically email you the name, address, and phone number of every single person who responds to your message. You can create up-to-the-second reports at any time using our web interface. We'll even clean your list against the National Do Not Call list. We're also proud to offer you no long-term commitments for contracts, no permanent charges whatsoever, no setup fees, and even offer you a low-cost guarantee. Welcome to GTEL Solutions. Now, the real beauty of our system is how technologically advanced we are. Your entire campaign is managed over the internet in real time. For example, you could turn your campaign on or off at any time. If you're going to lunch, you could turn your campaign off. Then when you get back, you could turn it back on. You also control exactly how many calls per minute are going out. If you're getting too many phone calls, you could slow things down. If you're not getting enough phone calls, you could speed things up. You can also run very detailed reports on your campaign. You'll find out things like what days of the week produce the best results for you, or what hours of the day produce best, as well as basic information like your response rate and the number of calls that have gone out. Now, every single phone call that we send to your office is recorded from beginning to end, and it's available to listen to right over the internet 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Good afternoon. My name is Natalie. I can help you.
Hi, Natalie. I just received a call. We get a free TV. What is that all about?
You can even download the recordings directly to your computer in MP3 format. Because we're recording all the calls, our system will know at any time how many phone calls your office is on. Let's say you have 3 people answering the calls. Once all 3 are on the phone, our system automatically stops sending out phone calls. When one of your representatives gets off the phone, the system automatically realizes it and continues the phone calls again. At the end of every phone call that we transfer to you, an email will automatically be sent out with the name, address, and phone number of the person we transferred. Most of our clients use this information for follow-up calls and for mailers. You can even log into our system over the internet and get a real-time pop-up on your screen the moment your phone starts ringing. This pop-up will have the name, address, and phone number of the person you're talking to. Your entire campaign is controlled through our campaign management site. The first thing you need to do is log in using your account number and passcode. Once you've logged in, the main menu will show you a brief overview of your account. In this case, the status indicates the account has been temporarily turned off by the customer. You can see the customer has ordered 200 leads and has already taken 116 of them. You can also see how many phone numbers are left in the current database, the current dialing speed, and other basic information. The main menu is broken down into 4 main sections: call scheduling and starting, calling speed and parameters, reporting and monitoring, and database changes. Turning your campaign on or off is done in the call scheduling and starting menu. Click on the enable or disable section and turn your campaign on by clicking enable, or turn it off by clicking on disable. If you prefer, you can set a schedule and leave the campaign on to transmit only during these hours. For example, this campaign is set to run Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. If you're not getting enough phone calls, or if you're getting too many phone calls, head to the calling speed and parameters section. Here you can change your dialing speed, change the number of simultaneous calls your office can take, and even change the phone number we send your calls to, or the outgoing caller ID. Once your campaign is started, it's usually a good idea to see how your campaign is doing, and if your employees are doing their job. Under the reporting and monitoring menu, you can run reports, listen to every phone call that's been transferred to your office, change the email address where we send the caller's name and address at the end of the phone call, or connect to our screen pop-up system. If you'd like to call your own list or give us a phone number we should never call, see the Database Changes section. If someone has requested you to never call them again, just type in their phone number and we'll take care of the rest. If you have your own telephone list to call, just click on Upload Your Own List. Here you'll be able to send us your own list directly over the internet. Clean the list against the National Do Not Call list, remove duplicates, and even clean it against people who previously asked you not to call again. You can also decide if you want to add this list to the beginning or end of the existing list, or just throw out the old list altogether and use this one. If you have your own telephone list to call, great. But if you don't, you have nothing to worry about. We are the only company that will actually provide you with a list of over 220 million phone numbers to use free of charge. Our lists are broken down into two major categories, businesses or residential numbers. Each category is then further broken down by either telephone area code or by state. For example, you could call all businesses in the state of Florida, or all residential numbers in area codes 310, 213, and 714. So how much does the service cost? With our system, you only pay for calls that are transferred to you. It costs $6 per transferred call with a minimum order of 100 transfers or $600. There are absolutely no other charges. There are no permitted fees, no setup fees, and no long-term contracts or commitments. We'll even provide you with the calling list at no charge. Now, we do have other pricing plans available, but this is by far our most popular plan. Here are some answers to frequently asked questions about our service. How long does it take to get all of my phone calls? Unlike other companies, we give you complete control over when to turn your campaign on or off. Also, how many phone calls our system is making per minute is completely controlled by you. If you're having a busy day in the office, you can turn off your calls, or just slow down the number of calls per minute that are being dialed. Since you have complete control, you decide how long it takes to receive all of your phone calls. How fast can you send my phone calls? We have the ability to send out hundreds of thousands of calls every hour, and you can get as many leads as you demand as fast or as slow as you like. It may take your office an hour, a day, a week, or even a month to get all of your phone calls. You're always in complete control over how fast our system is dialing. What if I'm just one person answering the phone? Whether you're a large call center or an individual working from home, we can regulate your calls so you never get more calls than you can handle. Because we're recording all of your phone calls, our system knows when you're on the phone and when you're not, and will automatically stop the calls when everybody is busy. You will set the simultaneous call limit on your account to the number of people answering the phone. This could be 1 for an individual or 50 for a large call center. Our system will ensure you never get more calls than you can handle. So how do you know when the call is coming from our system? We know that you have your regular clients calling you, but whenever one of our calls comes through, you'll hear a brief announcement that will say, "You have a transferred call." This message will give you a brief moment to compose yourself and get ready to handle the new lead. Signing up for our service is fast and can be done entirely online. We'll have your account ready to start calling within 1 business day. If you have any questions about our service, please give us a call right now. I'm sure our friendly sales staff will be able to answer any questions you have. If you're ready to get started, go ahead and click on the Sign Up button below.